Game Nexus.
Hey guys, and it's Dwayne here. I thought I'd just do a little impromptu video. I know a lot of you guys who have been purchasing my mats or downloading my mats totally appreciate it. Like I said, most of them are free. I do have some premium ones, and I also have some larger size coming out that you guys will be able to use for the inked or other online vendors that do print on neoprene. But I have gotten lots of questions about how to lay the mat. So it's kind of a common sense thing, but I thought I'd just make a quick little video, say hi to my community, and also just show you guys actually how I lay out my Marvel Champions mats when I play solo, and I'll just give you a quick run on how you do it if you're actually playing with more than one person or more than yourself. So let's have a look here and see what you think. So right here we've got two mats. I just recently printed these off on the weekend. I got my Miss Marvel mat and I got my Green Goblin villain mat. Now, these are 11 by 17, right? And I put these off on 100-pound cardstock. So I have lots of people, looking for the neoprene mats. And honestly, guys, like the neoprene mats are really cool, and I'm gonna get one for sure. But just the fact that these are completely portable, just get a small box to take them around with. I take them to my hobby shop. They've been holding up really well. 100-pound is, it's pretty cheap to print one of these off, like $1 or something to print a 11 by 17 cardstock on. So if you are playing solo, I designed these specifically to be modular. So my original first test run of them was just one mat that would do villain and hero. I quickly realized that having extra real estate is good. So when I play, obviously I would go and put my villain mat at the top of the table, and then I would put my hero mat. So like I said, pretty common sense. Now, if you look, 11 by 17 means we have 11 height. So this is like a 22-inch height with a 17-inch width. This is going to fit on most kitchen tables. So it's not going to take up a lot of real estate. And again, being modular means that if you don't have a lot of room, you can just do a quick little slide over like this, and you got yourself a little bit less room horizontally, or a little bit more room horizontally to play with. Which leads me to the next point. If you are playing a two-player game, which I commonly do with my creative lead Kyle, and that is how we play our two-player games. So we actually lay them out like that, give you a little heads-up view like that, and that is our two-player format. Now, obviously, if you're looking at more players, there's a couple different ways you can go about aligning them. One thought that we had is you would go and put the villain in the middle and just have the heroes going around it. You get the idea. There's lots of different ways that you can actually lay this out. And obviously your sort of physical layout of the house or whatever you're playing on is always going to be a big factor for that. So that's just sort of where I would place them. Again, not a really complicated video. Now I'll end off really quickly. Again, a common sense thing. I'm just going to give you a quick little overview of the mat itself. I've had lots of feedback, so I appreciate the feedback. But specifically, I've actually given a lot of thought. So villain mat, I've labeled everything really well. You have your 4 slots for your minions. Typically what we do is we list one side as one player's minions. This isn't a 2-player co-op, and then the other side for the other person. And obviously you can stack them. Your schemes down here, I haven't got to a point where I don't have enough room for schemes, but I hear that that could be not enough room. Again, just double stack. We flip over encounters there. Obviously the main villain goes there, and the deck and the discard. Now, one of the things, and we have your villain status as well as the health. Now, one of the things that's different with the larger size mats that I'm going to be re-uploading once I go through a final proof stage with them to make sure that they're inked compatible, is that I've moved the minions over to the player mat. So the player mat specifically, when you look at it, you've got an area for all your upgrades and supports. You've got your 3 slots here for your allies. You got your main slot here for your hero. You got your status, and obviously you've got your health tracker as well as your discard and pile. The larger mat allowed me to go and pull the minions right onto the player mat, because when you're actually playing in a large game, you actually assign the minions, as we all know, to the actual player who pulled them. So the larger mat actually has a slot for the minions so that they stay on the player mat. Again, that's the larger format size that would be perfect for inked printing. And I haven't done final proof on those just yet, but when I do, I'll get them back up. You could print the larger size on this type of a print. I don't know if all shops do it, but again, if you didn't want to go neoprene, but you like the cardstock that I have, those larger size ones would also be able to be printed on this if you could find a local printer that does that size. So thanks for tuning in, guys. This is a quick little video. Like I said, nothing too crazy. I just wanted to give a little shout out. And again, thanks for all the support. Thank you guys for loving the work I do, and I'm going to keep making more mats.
Game Nexus.
This video was created with the help of the Game Nexus, a group of people who help content creators reach their goals as well as host their content. Their link is in the description below.